Let's continue our devotion on the God of revelation and of ritual. As Moses was upon the mountain, no doubt the great revelation of God had been given. But now God has given Moses the plans to the tabernacle. And in the plans to the tabernacle, we find that it is God's will, for there to be a lamp, a candlestick, that was to burn continually. It was to never go out. It was to burn continually in the presence of God there in the tabernacle. And let's see how ritual, how routine, how the daily repeating of the same thing over and over again caused the fire to burn continually in the presence of God. We find in Exodus chapter 27, verse 20, God says, "And thou shalt command the children of Israel that they bring thee pure oil, olive, beaten for the light, to cause the lamp to burn always." See that? "And in the tabernacle," verse 21, "in the tabernacle of the congregation without the veil, which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall order it from evening to morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever unto their generations on the behalf of the children of Israel." Now, let's look at what it took for this lamp to burn continually in the presence of God. Now, first and foremost, this lamp represents our light. It represents what we allow God to shine through us. The true potential and the true power of the church is when we become nothing but conduits through which the mighty fire and the glow and the warmth of God's presence, it radiates off of us and into a dark and a cold world. So this fire, this lamp, this light that was to burn continually represents our prayer life. It represents our personal walk with God. Now, we understand from the reading here in Exodus 27 and verse number 20, that the children of Israel were commanded. Now, not just the priest, or not just the high priest, or not just one particular tribe, but that everyone, all of the children of Israel, were to be involved in bringing olive oil beaten. They were to bring the olive oil, the berries, they were to crush them. They were to crush them into oil. And they were to bring, it was their responsibility to bring the oil to the priest, Aaron and his sons. It was now their responsibility to go in every morning and every evening and refuel the lamps and to trim the wicks and to make sure that the fire was always burning, or the lamp was always burning. Thus today, we understand that the power of our local church, not all of us are gifted the same. Not all of us are musicians. Not all of us are singers. Not all of us are teachers. Not all of us have some sort of great financial foundation that we can bless the work of God with. But there is one thing that all of us can do to promote and keep the lamp burning, and that is prayer. That is prayer. There's one thing that you may never preach a sermon but I hope you pray for your pastor. You may never preach a message, but I hope you're in prayer for the evangelist when he comes. You may never leave the city that you're in, the state that you live in, or you may never travel outside of your country, but may your prayers be global. May your prayers be praying for missionaries that are around the world. And as we pray for them, much like Israel, as they brought the oil to the priest in return took the oil, refilled the lamps, trimmed the wicks, and the light continued to burn. It continued to burn brightly. We're told in Leviticus chapter 24, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they bring unto thee pure olive oil beaten for the light, to cause the lamps to burn continually without the veil of the testimony in the tabernacle of the congregation. Aaron shall order it from evening unto morning before the Lord continually. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Look at that with me. God, the God of revelation, the God that no doubt Adam was wowed with when he woke up from creation. He woke up in the likeness and in the presence of God. What a revelation that must have been to Adam. Then, after the revelation, Adam, I want you to keep the garden. I want you to take care of the garden. I want you to maintain the garden. I want you to have a ritual, a routine, a daily, a seasonal, going and doing the same thing and over again. And oh yes, Adam, and I will come down in the cool of the day, and there I will fellowship with you. Oh, what a revelation it must have been when God gave the plagues to the land of Egypt. Israel began to see and have revealed to them the mighty hand of God, the covenant of Abraham being fulfilled. What a revelation of the Red Sea dividing. What a revelation of bread falling like snowflakes from heaven. But after the revelation, God now gives Moses the plans of the tabernacle. And he says it's a ritual. It's a routine. Keep it going throughout all of your generations. God bless you today. Let's continue to walk with the God of revelation and ritual.